Oi. Snello. Snello. Ugh. Sorry, I was looking for my pen for like 10 minutes. I was like, where is it? Where's my pen? My drawing topic pen, it's gone! Where is it? Found it. I found it. I found it! Snello! What is up? What is up, dudes? How are you guys? Are you guys excited for the new Pokemon game? Pokemon Winds and Waves. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of I really want it to be good. It does look good from the trailer, but I'm scared. I'm scared. It looks a lot better than the last couple Pokemon games. It looks better than Scarlet and Violet, and it looks better than Pokemon ZA, which, in my opinion, looked like ass. And even the gameplay I've seen of that looked like ass. But yeah, it actually looks good, and I like that water's a big part of it. I think that's a really cool thing for them to like. Okay, wait. Does anybody know what the new gen where it's gonna be based? Because I've heard people say multiple different things. I've heard people say it takes place in Greece, and I've also heard people say it takes place in like Southeast Asia. Where is it supposed to take place? Have they said yet where it's going to be? It's somewhere with water. Somewhere with water. As if that isn't the entire Earth. Southeast Asia. And that's what it looked like to me, but then I also heard people saying it was Greece, and I was like, does Greece look this tropical though? I don't know. I don't know, maybe Greece is tropical, and I just never knew it. Anyway, if you haven't seen the new Pokemon starters, here they are. We have the Fire starter, Pomabine. It's a Pomeranian fire type. This is the one that everybody likes the most, and I like it too. And you know, I like it despite the fact that I don't even like dogs that much. I don't even like dogs that much, but I also think that dogs are kind of overdone in Pokemon. But you know what? This one's really cute. It's cute, okay? I can't not think it's cute. It's cute. And then we have... I literally almost said Rowlet. It's not Rowlet. It's a different owl grass starter Pokemon. I don't... They really ran out of ideas, huh? Another grass owl. Not as cute as a Rowlet, but you know, it does look like a Pokemon to me, which I think is better than some of the starters from the last generation. It's like, at least it looks like a Pokemon. At least I could be like, oh yeah, that's a Pokemon. Instead of being like, what the fuck is that? That's a Pokemon. Yeah, sure. I'm hoping its evolutions are better than it, but it's still cute. And then they also did another water lizard. But this one is based off of a gecko, and it does look like it's from its Littlest Pet Shop. It looks like it's from Littlest Pet Shop, but I'm hoping they don't turn him into an Italian-looking motherfucker and he looks ugly. I hope they don't make him into like a lanky, furry, or scaly. I hope it's like a sexy dragon. And when I say a sexy dragon, I don't mean like a sexy furry dragon. I mean like just an actual dragon. But like it's still got the sexy eyes. I want its final form to look like that one Monster Hunter. Monster. You know what I'm talking about? That one Monster Hunter monster. Why is this so freaking loud? Yeah, I think so. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I don't know. And you know, he's got the water droplet, just so you know he's a water type. Don't forget it. Don't forget. I'm surprisingly excited. Also, I will say, from what I've seen of the new Pokemon game, the trailers for it, it actually looks like they cared a little bit. You know? I don't know how else to put it. But the backgrounds don't look like shit. It looks like there's actually stuff going on, and like terrain looks nice. It doesn't just look like shitty brown textures. Bro, Scarlet and Violet, it's so ugly. Like, Scarlet and Violet was like genuinely just mud. Just slop. It was so bad. And don't get me wrong, I still played it and I still enjoyed part of it, but like, they just didn't even care. They didn't even care. They're just like, we gotta make a Pokemon game. We gotta make a Pokemon game. And we gotta make some Pokemon. And we don't care about making anything look good. It's gonna look like it's from the PS2 era. It's gonna look like ass. All the terrain just looks bad. All of it looks bad. The character models look bad. The shaders are bad. The shaders in the trailer looked good for this one. It looked good in the trailer for the new one, but I don't know. That could all just be pre-rendered cutscenes. You know, when it comes to the game, it might be bad back to the crappy shaders. I have this one, like, internal memory from Scarlet and Violet where you go, there's like this cave. I think it's the cave that you find the bike Pokemon in. You're in this cave and the textures on the walls, like the shaders don't even work with it, and it just looks so ugly, and your character also has like a white outline because they didn't even do like the shaders correctly or properly. They're just like, yep, that's you're in a cave. And we don't care about making it look nice. That's my core memory of how ugly Scarlet and Violet was. It was ugly. Alright, so today we're going to be drawing some Scaragirls, Pokemon Winds and Waves. Pokemon. I'm gonna be drawing their evolutions, or what, like, I think they should look like. I'm trying to think which one I even want to start with. Bonbon. I want to base them all off of real animals. That's the thing. So, Bonbon. What is that one dog? Is it a collie? Collie dog. I don't know that much about dogs. Yes, it's this dog. A collie. I'm gonna get. I want to. This one. This is a good picture. Okay. This is my real inspiration of a dog. Real dog, Pokemon dog, and now we make an evolution by mixing them together, right? Right? This is how it's done. I really want, I feel like the quality is specifically going to be a really good one to work with, because I can definitely see the mane being very fiery. You know, we do already have a fire dog in Pokemon. Arcanine. So we gotta make you know, Arcanine has always been weird because, like, Arcanine is a canine, right? But like, why is it also a tiger? Why is it got like tiger patterns? It's clearly a canine. It's called Arcanine. It's called Arcanine. What the hell? Could they not decide? Whether they wanted it to be a cat or a dog? I really don't know. Okay, I'm really bad at drawing dogs, guys, so please forgive me as I attempt to create a creature that can perhaps be considered a dog. Yeah, we'll add details later. Oh yeah, Houndoom is a dog. I almost forgot. I'm so bad at drawing dogs, guys, you don't understand. Yeah, that just looks like a dog to me. Yeah, well, we're starting with the base and then we'll work from there. I want to draw it sitting, but I realized I didn't give myself a reference of a dog sitting, so now I have no idea what a dog sitting down looks like. You don't even have a goofy hair, do you? I need a reference of a dog sitting down. I don't even know what dogs look like, guys. I have no idea what a dog looks like. Oh, you can see this. Hi. Why can you see that? Why can you see that? And why did nobody tell me you could see that? Shaking my head. How would I know that? Man. I need a... Why are there no pictures of dogs sitting? This is like the best I'm gonna get, I guess. I already hate this dog I've created. I'll work with this dog reference instead. What is happening? draw dog faces. This is my representation of a dog. I don't know how to fucking dog. Just looks like a dog. He's just tired of life. He's got a cigarette. He's tired of this shit. It just looks like a dog. It just looks like a dog. I have to make him like look cool and Pokemon-y somehow. But I don't know how. Trying to figure out how to like add the fire. It's kind of just looks like Ninetales a little bit, except without the 9 tails. I just realized how bad I am at doing this. It looks more like a lion! Now! This doesn't even look like a dog. This looks like a cat. This is just a cat. We don't want Arcanine, we want a dog. I'm going to make the body of a dog and then try and work with it. See, every time I draw the ears, it starts to look cat-like again. Just don't know how dogs work, bro. We don't know how the dog work. Dog have butt. The dog has a butt. I can't draw dogs. I can't draw dogs. Man. That is the closest I've gotten to a dog. It does kind of look like a dog. That looks more like a dog. That looks like a dog. Okay, now we just gotta now we gotta go to the body without it turning into a cat. The way this dog's foot is placed makes no sense to me. Dogs make no sense in general. dog. Yay. I drew a dog. It doesn't look like a Pokemon, but you know, it looks more like a dog than a cat, so that's progress. That's progress. How do we make him more fiery? I mean, the fire tail is like obvious. I gotta add something. Top of his head, he has fire on the top of his head. I guess maybe his mane should probably stand upright like the Pomabon does have. He's kind of got like Shadow's hair from Sonic. What else? What if we give him big old eyebrows? What if we give him flaming eyebrows? Okay, he's looking more like a lion, but you know, we can pretend he is not. He's a dog. He's a dog, not a lion. I feel like he needs something going on here in that area, but I can't even really see that area on the blind, so. Give him a flaming stash. Isn't there already a dog Pokemon that has like a really big mustache? Entei. Oh yeah, Entei does have a mustache. Is Entei a dog? I thought Entei was like a big cat. Is Entei not a big cat? Give him claws. Oh, that just looks stupid. He does have socks. He's cute. This back leg I cannot figure out how to draw correctly, but again, we'll pretend. I just feel like I feel like he needs something back here. I'm just gonna give him like a fire pattern in his fur, I guess? Maybe? I do like the eyebrows a lot, actually. It kind of, you know, it also kind of looks a little bit like an Arcanine. But, you know what, at the very least we can color it so it looks less like an Arcanine. Because it's gonna be like red and orange, not orange and white. Okay, quickly, color time. You don't have to play Pokemon to understand this. These Pokemon aren't even out yet. Pokemon isn't even out yet. He's new. We're just making potential evolutions for it, you know? Something like Zenith Midogaron from Monster Hunter could help. For this? Dog? For dog? What is happening? I'm gonna try and keep a similar color palette. I think what the heck a Zenith Midogaron is. Zenith Midogaron. Oh. That doesn't look like a dog to me though. That looks more like a saber-toothed cat. Is it supposed to be a dog then? It looks like a cat. Saber-toothed cat. This dog looks pettable, kind of. Sorry for my terrible coloring. I'm just trying to get the idea across. You know? My dad works at Nintendo. Pom Pom will turn into a pom pom wearing cheerleader. They're gonna make it a sexy cheerleader furry doggo. Is that what they're gonna do? They can do a sexy furry dog girl. I honestly, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm gonna be honest. I could see it. I could see it. Instead of, like, listening to fans when they say stop making everything stand on two legs and look like a furry, they, like, go the absolute opposite direction. They just make it just a furry, and it's the most sexualized character ever. Pokemon's just like, yeah. We're trying to tap into a new market, actually. I know that classically, we've always marketed Pokemon to, like, kids, but let's be honest. Kids aren't the one playing Pokemon anymore. Now we gotta get some of the Gooner audience to buy our Pokemon games. So we're gonna just go full hog, and we're gonna turn every Pokemon into a raging furry. And it's gonna have a really nice butt. It's gonna have big boobs. And it's gonna be yep. And we'll get so many sales. At this point, Pokemon, just double down. Come on, Pokemon, just double down. What's the problem? I mean, some of the they're not Pokemon. Some of the pals in, like, Pal World are just low-key furry material. Let's be honest. And Pal World was a success. Isn't Pokemon still suing Pal World? Or did they finally get over it? I want to give him little paw beans. I know you probably wouldn't be able to see the paw beans from this angle, but I want them to be yellow. It would work if they would sell so much. It would. Come on, Pokemon. This kind of looks less like a Pokemon starter evolution. It looks more like a possible legendary. What's that one dog Pokemon? Legendary? Kinda looks like that. Except I don't think he's fire themed. Entei? No, not Entei! It's no, not Arcanine. It's legendary. It's from one of the newer games. I think it's a legendary at least. I don't know. Okay, now it's just looking hella Arcanine-y. Maybe I won't make it too big. Zamazenta? Is that what it's called? Zamazenta? That's the stupidest freaking name I've ever heard. No offense. I never played Pokemon Sword and Shield, so that's what it's from, right? I never played that one, so I don't really know that much about those Pokemon. But I felt Pokemon Sword and Shield was the first Pokemon game that I gave up playing. I didn't buy it. I just didn't even purchase it. I had bought every single Pokemon game and played every single Pokemon game up until Pokemon Sword and Shield, and then Pokemon Sword and Shield came out and I thought it looked like ass. And I refused to buy it. I didn't buy it. I don't even know if it was any good. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have bought Pokemon Scarlet and Violet if it wasn't for the fact that at the time, when it first came out, I was like VTubing and stuff, streaming. So I felt like I had to get it to, like, you know, fit in with all the other VTubers. But I was not impressed by Scarlet and Violet either. I liked Pokemon, what was the one that took place, like, back in time? Legends Arceus. I liked that one. That one was fun. At least it was, like, kind of a new concept. I mean, again, the terrains looked like ass. But concept was new. Kind of. And, it felt fresh. At the time, it felt fresh to me. I was also going through a really rough time when that game came out, and it was kind of like what's the word? An escape to play that game. Maybe I wouldn't have liked it as much as I did if I wasn't feeling terrible at the time. But I did really like it. Well, does the dog look like he's standing up? Yet! He's not standing up. So we're trying to prevent. We're trying to prevent the dog from standing up. There you guys go. That's my messy fire dog sketch. I really like the eyebrows. I think the eyebrows are cool. Fire eyebrows. I don't think those are necessarily unique, but I like it. I like the eyebrows a lot. He looks a little bit like Arcanine. You know, he looks a little bit like other dog Pokemon, but we can say he has, what's the difference? He's got artistic... He's artistically different. At least he's not standing up. Okay, now for the most important part, guys. What are we naming this Pokemon? This one is based off of, what is this? A collie dog? Collie dog? So we've got, the dog is a collie. Collie. And then this guy's called Pombon, right? He's based off of a Pomeranian. Coley. Coley's honestly actually pretty smart. I could have gone with more black if we were going down a coal theme though. Maybe... Collyburn. Collyburn! Whoa! Yeah, you guys are right. That Collyburn is a really good name. Yeah, we're gonna call him Collyburn. Oops, I didn't meant to erase. Oops. Oops. Oops, I keep hitting buttons. Collyburn. Furnace? No, Collyburn's good because he's a collie and he burned. Maybe it's a bit of a stupid name because it's like very simple, but let's be honest, a lot of Pokemon names are very like simple. Bro, Charlie literally crossed my mind and I was like, that's so stupid I can't even say it. That's such a bad name I can't even say it. Okay, well... On to the next one, guys. On to the next one. The ugly little... the stupid little owl. Honestly, he doesn't even look like an owl to me. I know his name is Brout. Rout? Is he supposed to be an owl? Brout. Yeah, he is. Brout. He's like, he's a owl with a sprout. Is his name Brout? He's not an owl, isn't he? I thought he was an owl. Let me look it up. Brout. Yeah, it's Brout. He's an owl. Is it not Brout? Come on. Why isn't there a way? Oh my god. I'm gonna go to Pokemon Twitter. I must find out by the official Pokemon Twitter. No. Pokemon. Are you guys also excited for Pokopia? I honestly might buy a Switch too, just to play it. I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to cozy games... Oh, he doesn't have an L in his name. It is just Brout. I thought it was Brout. It is just Brout. Oh, so maybe he's not an owl. Maybe he is just... bird. He's a mix... I guess it's a mixture of brow and sprout. Then Brout. So we don't know what kind of bird he's gonna be yet. I mean, it does look like a chicken to me. I agree with that. I can agree with the chicken. He looks like a chicken. Bean chicken? He's a bean chicken? Is that what he's called? The bean chicken Pokemon? Is he supposed to be a chicken? He's Duolingo. Yeah, honestly, true. We need to know, we need to figure out what kind of bird he would turn into. I mean, now that we have more access to different types of birds, I'm like, we need to think of a really unique bird. Bean chick. Okay, so he's a bean. Birds that eat beans. Think about birds that eat beans, guys. Birds that eat beans. Are there any birds that eat beans? Probably lots of birds that eat beans. Birds that eat beans. Bean bird. Bean bird. Okay, I'm just gonna start drawing and we're gonna see where it goes. I'm not even gonna use a reference. I'm gonna let the bean bird take control of me. And we're gonna see how it goes. It's gonna have big eyebrows, I'm sure though. Me when I realize I'm also not good at drawing birds. Peafowl. Oh, a peafowl? That is so smart. I was gonna draw it like a pear. I was gonna draw it like a pear bird. Actually, I'm gonna look up a peafowl. I wanna look at a peafowl and work off of that now that you've mentioned it. Oh, a peafowl is basically just a peacock, right? Or is it a female peacock? What is a peafowl? What's the difference between a peacock and a peafowl? Don't know. I don't know. Hot dogs and beans. Okay, I think this is a good picture of a peafowl. I was gonna make him more goofy looking, but I feel like now I should actually go and try to make it look more majestic. Okay, maybe we can call this one the secondary evolution. We can make the secondary one goofy. Well, yeah, it needs the unibrow. We know this. It's so stupid looking. Oh. To give it a nice little... It's so goofy looking. It's perfect. This is the middle evolution, you know? They say that, like, you'll get birds are a little ugly and then before they get pretty, right? He's just a great example of that. What the fuck? It's just an example of a bird that gets ugly before it gets pretty. This is his bean. He's got a little bean sprout growing out of his head. And this is the bean. I mean, I could see that as a secondary evolution, definitely, but I actually want to try and make a majestic-ass bird. Okay, Lemmy, what happened to majestic? Stop. I really just like making birds look ugly, don't I? is a brontosaurus. It is not a brontosaurus. It is a bird. The fuck is... Why is there like a guy beatboxing in this song? This is supposed to be Pokemon music. In which Pokemon song does a man start beatboxing? What is this? Pokemon Black and White? What? Do you guys hear the man beatboxing in the background? See, there's a guy beatboxing in the background of this song. What is this song? What on earth is this? I don't recognize this. This song is making me uncomfortable. I need to turn it off. I don't understand why this is playing. I don't understand what song this is, but I don't like it. I clicked on a playlist called Relaxing Pokemon Music. That was not relaxing. It was not relaxing. That's a terrifying dinosaur leg I've given this bird. I don't know how to draw bird claws. Just pretend that the feet aren't absolutely terrifying looking. It does have claws. I mean, peacocks? Peafowls are big birds. They got some scary feet. Okay, maybe they're a little too big though. Okay, maybe I should just shrink them. Maybe that'll fix. No, they still look fucked up. They still look fucking weird. Accept it. I don't know how to draw bird foot. I feel like it should have a big cape. Like a beautiful, luxurious cape. Okay, now this looks too much like just a regular bird. We need it to look more cartoony. Scary leg warmers on this bird. It's big scary leg warmers. Give him the sprout like before? Okay. I can definitely do that. trying to decide what kind of beak to give this guy. But I also want it to look like... I want it to look good though. I don't want it to look too ugly. I want this to be the kind of bird that people are like, oh yeah, that's a hot bird. That's a hot bird. If I've ever seen a bird, that's a hot bird. Give it a smaller beak. Right now it looks like, kind of like a crow, but I kind of liked that. I mean, it doesn't look super Pokemon-y. It definitely doesn't look anywhere as cool as the Pokemon... what did we call it? What did we call the other one? Collie Burn. This one doesn't look anywhere near as cool, but... You know, you could call this one... This is a Pokemon. I don't know if it's a starter evolution Pokemon, but it's a Pokemon. Kinda. If it was a Palworld, it would have a gun. Yes. Well, yes, of course. Why, yes, of course. Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna get a better bird than this from me. Clearly, when this is the other one I made. If I could draw, like, birds all epic when they're, like, flying around and shit, that'd be good, but... You know what would make it more Pokemon-y, honestly? If it just had really big, like, long legs with big feet, I think. Ugh. I mean, it's a big bird. I still don't know if I'm satisfied with it. Like, the reality is, I could see this being a Pokemon. You know, I could see it being a Pokemon. I could see it being majestic and beautiful. But I just don't know if it's a starter Pokemon evolution. You know? Yeah, it could be like a Pidgey or something. Final evolution. Like, I feel like the starter evolutions always end up looking very personable. This one just kind of looks like a bird. Not very personable, just a bird. You know what? Let's color it in. Maybe that'll fix it. It's green. Well, it's gonna be like peacock colors. Green. And blue. I think a darker blue. I don't know if it's coming across, but I'm trying to like show that the feathers are layered. They're like layered feathers. Oops. What do you guys think of my sprout bird, sprout cock? Pea sprout, pea fowl. I feel like it looks like it would blend in the forest, but also could be kind of epic. Maybe, you know, maybe it could be a starter evolution if, like, it spread out its wings and it was, like, in a cooler pose. But I feel like I did a very, like, standard bird pose. So maybe it's just, like... Maybe that's the reason I think it doesn't look very starter evolution-y. Because it's, like, in a very casual pose. I just don't know how to draw those action poses. My Pokemon are always in cool action bird pose. Yeah, like if the back feathers were spread out, it was in mating position, mating pose. You know how peacocks attract their mates? Their beautiful plumage. Is that what, that's what they use it for, right? That's where they have beautiful plumage. Nice! Okay. So these are currently the starter evolutions we have. I mean, they look pretty cool next to each other, honestly. Next to each other, I think they look a lot cooler together, but alone, I don't know if they're as cool, but you know, maybe. We have Collie Burn. Here, I should put the names underneath them. Collie Burn? Is this how we spelled it? I think so. Collie Burn. And then, what should we call this one? What should we call this one? It's a bean. It's got beans sprouting from its head. It's got sprouts and beans and it's a peacock. Beancock. We can't just call it Beancock. That would not be Pokemon appropriate. It's not allowed to just be called Beancock. Even though I really want to just call it Beancock. Bok Bok? What the hell, Bok Bok? Maybe something with P. P-E-A. Maybe something with P because it's like a peacock or a peafowl. P something. P... penis. Nope. Peony cubic. No. Peaflock? Well, that's a cute name, but I feel like it's not giving enough grass. P. I thought of a perfect name! Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Perfect name. Peacock. P-florum. P-florum! Cause like flora and fauna, it's the flora. P-florum. Okay, now for the littlest pet shop water lizard thing. Water gecko. Gekkoa. We obviously need to base it off of a... So, okay, this is what I was thinking. So I know it's based off of a leopard gecko, or not a leopard gecko, just a gecko in general. It's based off of a gecko. But I kind of feel like you're the epic. I think if I put a bright pink on the wings, it would help. And then you know that you might be right about that. Hold on. Like on the tips, maybe? And it would also kind of add to the florum because it's actually got like flowers. We could add little flowers to its leggings, to its legs. That would be so cute. I'm gonna draw tiny little flowers now. I'm sorry that my sketching is so like jank, but that's just how I sketch. Guys, I'm sorry. And then maybe we could also, in its little sprouts, you can add little flowers too. Like a Pikmin. Oh, that's the wrong pen. Okay, I think that looks cool. I think the pink brings out, like, the coolness aspect quite a bit. Like, it looks like it's gonna try and lure you in with its beautiful, beautiful plumage, and then it's gonna fucking murder you because it's got, like, demon eyes. I'm trying to keep the eyes small like a bird, but also I want them to be red. Do cassowaries lure people in? I mean, I know they're dicks, but do they actually lure people in? Or animals in? Not that their favorite food is people. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. Cassowaries definitely attack people. So maybe their favorite food is people. Just their violence for it. Okay, okay. Add another flower here. I do hope Pokemon takes a lot more like liberties in basing the Pokemon after real animals this time, because there's so many cool animals, and I love it when they base things off of real animals and they like take the weird part of it and they make it like extreme. Like, don't give me another freaking Knackle stack. I hate Knackle stack. Or they just said salt and they made it a Pokemon. They're like, yep, that's a Pokemon. No, it's not. Stop it. Knackle stack. Okay, P-Florum! Yay! It's so cool! Okay, we're done with P-Florum. Okay, on to the water lizard, finally! No, Garganacl, no! Knackle stack is so stupid! I hate Knackle stack. Alright. Well, so I was thinking with this one, I want it to kind of turn into like a water dragon in the end. Like, I know it starts as a gecko, and geckos are cute, but I feel like only the first and the second evolution can really be like cute. Once you get to the third evolution, it's pretty much always gotta be kind of epic looking, you know? And so I was thinking about maybe like taking inspiration from, what's that one lizard that has the flared neck? Lizard with flared neck. Basilisk? It's just called a frilled neck lizard. I think, is a basilisk a real thing? I think that's a made up thing. Isn't it more stupid? I was thinking bearded dragon, but that's not right. Yeah, I kind of want to take some inspiration from like. Let me put the image on screen. From this guy. Oh, wow, that's a really low quality image, but you know, the general shape is there. Okay, and let's get a picture of a gecko. Let's see, what kind of gecko do I want? I want a really cool looking gecko. Give me the coolest gecko. Just the coolest looking gecko. Cool image of a gecko. And then this one's kind of cool. He looks strong in this one. I mean, he still looks cute as hell, but basilisk, the monster with the chicken and the snake. That's what I thought. I was like, is that a real animal, a basilisk? He looks kind of like strong there. He's got a good pose. He's doing his best to be intimidating, okay? He's doing his best. Just give him credit. He's doing his best. Basilisks run on water. Wait, is it a okay, hold on, I need to look up a basilisk. Is that a real thing or is it not a real thing? Basilisk. Basilisk. The basilisk is a legendary creature. King of serpents from European folklore. It is a legendary reptile reputed to be the serpent king who causes death to those who look into its eyes. Oh, there's a basilisk lizard. Basilisk lizard. Oh, there is a basilisk. Whoa! Okay, this guy actually, he might be some good. This guy actually might be really good. Is this what Inteleon is supposed to be based off of? I need to look up a picture of Inteleon now, too. He's kind of got the head flaps like Inteleon. Oh, I gotta look up Inteleon. Oh, shit! Ah! Is this what Inteleon is based off of? Inteleon. Oh, Google, please. Can I just type? Please? Inteleon. I think Inteleon is based off of Bowser. It's an ugly... Inteleon is such an ugly-ass design, though. Like, who genuinely thought this was a good Pokemon concept? I'm sorry. We just need to make fun of Inteleon for a second. Who? What furry is working at Pokemon and was like, yep. 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 We're making it, it looks like it's in a bodysuit and it's got... What is this thing? Is it wings or a cape? I think it's like a cape. I think it's supposed to be like a cape. It's such an ugly... I hate this design. I fucking hate this design. It's just a cape. Yeah, he is a Tumblr sexy man. They were like trying to make a Tumblr sexy man Pokemon after Tumblr sexy mans were dead. Like, the craze for that was over, and they were still trying to capitalize or something. It's a secret agent Pokemon. Does it say anything about it running across water? I thought it might be based on the Basilisk, because it has kind of like those flared fins on its head. But I don't think it is. So I think we're safe to still use a Basilisk. Lizards are cool. Reptiles are definitely one of the animals that you can do a lot of cool stuff with, I think. And if they just turn it into another Tumblr sexy man, I'm gonna cry. Like, think about all the dragons and stuff you could make. Dragons, serpents, cool things. You don't have to give it arms and legs and make it a human, okay? You really don't. Reptiles are so versatile. Please don't ruin it. I'm trying to think about what pose I want this guy to be in. I want it to be dragony pose. A dragony pose. I have to look up a picture of a dragon so that I understand what dragons look like too. Dragon these nuts! Got him. Dragon Dragon. Dragon, 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 dragon. Dragon, dragon. What is that one Monster Hunter Pokemon? Monster Hunter Pokemon. Monster Hunter Monster that I said was... I wanted to base it off of. Monster Hunter Water Dragon. There it is. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to take some artistic interpretations from that Monster Hunter monster. Look at it. It's so cool. Hate that guy. Okay, but it's so cute and pretty. It's a really good design. And in Pokemon, if this was a Pokemon, you wouldn't have to beat it up with a sword or a hammer or anything. You'd just beat it up with another Pokemon. Come on. Royal Woodroth? I gotta look that up. Royal Woodroth. I mean, is this the one with the goopy one? Goopy? I mean, I could see it being goopy, but I want it to be more, like, majestic. Because, like, it's giving such beauty in this form. Like, it's cute, but it's also, it looks like it'll turn into a beautiful woman. But not, like, a furry, but, like, you know what I mean. You're always drawing way too freaking large. I'm probably giving it the stupidest hands. Okay, those hands are not acceptable. I need like a reference for fucking lizard feet. Just make the fingers tubes. You know, I could do that. But this one's supposed to look like, this is the final evolution, so it's supposed to look cool, you know? I don't know why, but I have somehow managed to go basically full-on dinosaur with this. Well, maybe it's because I was referencing also a Monster Hunter. Monster. Maybe that's how this happened. Where were its back legs? Ah! Hold on while I look up pictures of dragon feet. Not in a weird way or anything. Pictures of dragon feet. I can't figure out like how I want the feet to go. Okay, is it more a dragon or gecko? It's kind of a bit of both. at this point. Like, I'm trying to mix dragon and gecko together. This is supposed to be one of his hands. Right here. And it has little suction cups on it. And then this one's a hand, and then this one's a hand, and then this is a foot. Or, I mean, I guess this is a foot, and yeah. I'm just having trouble, like, drawing the correct positioning of the feet, so I'm kind of just giving up at this point. Oh, sorry, Conclaver. Thank you for the monthly snail appreciation for. Thank you so much. 14 months. Sorry, I'm so locked in on this freaking dude. Okay, it's just become a water dragon at this point. Cover the feet with the sensor. cannot for the life of me draw this motherfucker's foot. Whatever. It's the closest I'm gonna get. Can you see what I was going for a little bit? I know that the limbs are like super wonky, but I genuinely can't fix them. I don't know how. I don't know how to fix them. I can't fix them. I can't fix you. I can't fix him. It's supposed to be like a gecko dragon. Gecko water dragon thing. I guess it's not even a dragon because it doesn't have wings. And I don't want it to have wings. Giving the starter evolutions wings, I think is too OP, honestly. Yeah, it does look like a Eastern dragon. That was kind of part of what I was going for. Kinda. And I'm trying to make these like fins up at the top here. These are part of like the brows. Or not the brows, the eyelashes, like in like this part. Just trying to do. And then it has like frills, which are also kind of like gills. Kind of like an axolotl, I guess. Okay, whatever. It's kind of a monstrosity. What is happening? Okay, now for color. It looks cooler than what it's probably gonna look like. Don't make me sad, okay? I want the real one to look cooler than what I draw. It should look cooler than what I draw. No. Okay, you don't have to take it that far in the other direction either, you know? Unacceptable! You would vote for me as a Pokemon concept artist? You know, I've always wondered who are the Pokemon concept artists? Because some Pokemon concepts are really good. Some of them are just really bad. Like, how do you get that job? Is it like a Nepo hire thing, you think? Is that why they always suck recently? It's all like the kids of the artists, and they're like, yeah, you can totally draw just like Dad. And then they try to draw like Dad and they suck ass. Yeah, you can draw just like Dad did. There's bound to be a few Nepo hires. Ken Sukamori designed the original 151. Yeah, I know about that. I'm wondering about nowadays, though. I feel like whoever the game designers, like the Pokemon designers are nowadays, I feel like they take their job a lot less seriously now. I feel like they just kind of do whatever. Fucking Knacklestack? We have Knacklestack as a Pokemon. Do you think they take their job seriously? I think not. I don't like Pokemon that are a little trash. Executor! I mean, that's for the originals, though. I mean, when one person alone is designing 151 Pokemon, they can't all be bangers. So I feel like it's forgivable in the case of, like, the first gen. But after the first gen, if you have any trash, like, really badly designed Pokemon, you know, like, how many designers do you have? How many people did that have to go through? And people will be like, oh yeah, you know, that's good. Like, just think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. How many people? And everybody was like, yep, Knackle Stack is a great idea. Because it's not like just one person decided on it. There had to be like a team of people. They were all like, yeah, that's the one we go with. Mm-hmm. Yes. Hitoshi Ariga design Knackle Stack? I don't know who that is, but... Man, does it really say every single person who designed every Pokemon? Is there credits for that? Because if there's credits, that's great, because we can just go through the Pokemon that suck ass and everybody agrees suck ass and we can just decide who to fire. Sorry. That's fucked up. But I'm also kind of serious. What's that other Pokemon that is just like, Stonehenge? The one that's just Stonehenge? I really hate that Pokemon too. That one's bad. I'm sure if we went and we looked at the past 2 gens, we could just see which ones were bad. Which ones are the worst? Stonejourner? Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't like it at all. I can't get these eyes right, no matter what I do. I think I just gotta give up. This was also your idea? I mean, do we have a proper water dragon Pokemon? Like a eastern water dragon? I don't know if we even do. A Gyarados? Oh, I could kind of see Gyarados being that. I don't know though. Yeah, it's more of a sea serpent, I guess, because no wings. Right. Is that what defines a dragon, if it has wings? I don't know what defines a dragon. I would assume the difference between a dragon and a serpent is the wings. Right? Is Godzilla a dragon? That's a good question. Is Godzilla a dragon? I've never really considered Godzilla a dragon. I always just considered him a kaiju. But maybe he is a dragon. Or she. Isn't Godzilla a she, technically? Or am I stupid? Wasn't there, like, lore in one of the movies or something? And Godzilla, like, made babies and they're like, oh, it's a girl! Godzilla's a woman! Or am I making stuff up? The American Godzilla no one cares about? Is that the one that was a woman? Okay, so Godzilla is a man? I don't know. Japanese Godzilla is considered male. Okay. Got it. Godzilla is not a strong, independent woman. God, I wish I could draw the feet better. They still just kind of look like a mess. But, you know, it's artistic interpretation of feet, right? It's just an artistic interpretation. I think it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I do not know how to draw gecko feet, okay? He's got little suction cups on the bottom of his feet, like a gecko. That way we can keep some of the gecko alive in this guy. Or girl. I guess it can be both, because it's a Pokemon, and they can be both genders. Unless it's none of the above. Does Gyarados count as the Eastern Dragon? I can see it kind of, but you know, I'm kind of surprised that they haven't done another like Eastern Dragon inspired Pokemon since Gyarados, if we consider Gyarados one of them. I still don't know if we do. Yeah, you know what? I'm not touching the hands and feet. Proceeds to touch the hands and feet more. Okay, I'm not touching them anymore. They just look bad if I touch them more. I mean, they look bad already, but they look worse if I touch them more. added scale texture, they'd look better. To the feet? To the feet? Or to, like, the body? Because I don't want him to be, like, really that scaly. He's kind of amphibious. He's meant to kind of be a little bit amphibious, you know, because water? Not fully scaly. I'm bordering on, like, a salamander mixed with a gecko. Let's attempt to do the eyes one more time. Think they'll make a dragon bug type this time? Ooh. Doubt. Pokemon hates bug types. And it's such a shame, because Pokemon was originally inspired by bug catching. It just feels kind of evil to hate the bug types. But they do. I believe they do. I genuinely believe that they hate bug types. They almost never do them justice. Like, if it's a good looking bug type, then it sucks as an actual Pokemon. 90% of the time. Okie dokie. Delete all of my references. Okay, we need to come up with a name for our last Pokemon. For this guy. For Gekwa. I feel like he's giving dragon, he's giving kind of like a gecko, kind of like a salamander, something bubbly, water. The gecko. No! That's what their original starter is called. I gotta come up with something better. Greninja, great, thanks. Water, dragon, basilisk, aqua. Maybe we should step away from gecko. Maybe we should step away from the word gecko, guy. Booblisk? Booblisk? Good. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Aquagon. Aquagon. That could work. Gukwagon. Gukwagoon. Gekwagoon. Gekwa. Gek. Maybe. I mean, maybe I'm using the Gek too much in this. Maybe, but like, what if we called it? Hear me out. Well, my handwriting just got so bad. Aquarius. Is that a stupid name? Could give K Aquarius. Aquarius. It's kind of a cool name, I think. Aquarius. Like it's Aquarius, aquarium, aqua, gek. It's a little bit of everything. Aquarius. Yeah, let me write it on the bottom. Alright, pick your starter. Now that you know what they all evolve into, what is your starter? Which starter are you picking? You always pick water? I don't know, I honestly, when I was a kid, I always picked fire types, actually. Because I genuinely believe they're the strongest. But now as an adult, I care less about being the strongest and more just about whatever I want. So, I don't know. I really like a lot of them. I feel like, honestly, Caliburn is the least cool now that we've made all the others. Now that we've made all the other ones, Caliburn is now not as cool in comparison. Maybe I'll add some details to try and make him look a little more epic. Match the other guys. I should give Caliburn a sword. No! We can't make him look anything like the sword dog. I refuse. Maybe I'll add, like, fire wisps coming from him. Nope, I don't think that added anything. I think that just made it worse. Mega Caliburn has even bigger eyebrows. Genius. Um, 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 Collybrow. Yak and P kind of have a mask motif going on? Kinda. A little bit. I mean, they all got like fancy faces in some way, you know? It would be kind of funny because Brout turned in from the Brow Pokemon into this, and then this one became the new Brow Pokemon. Collybrow is the new one with brows. But it's not a unibrow. Okay, but I think these look super cool and super epic. I'm gonna post this on Twitter. So make sure you guys blow it up. I want to get a bajillion likes on it. Because Pokemon evolutions are popular right now. Drawing the new ones. Or guessing, I guess. Let me see. I want all three of them. Bro, if this is what they turn out to look like, me too. If this is what they looked like in the end, none of them are standing on... Well, I guess technically P-Florum is standing on 2 legs, but it's also a bird, so, you know, it gets a pass. It doesn't really have arms. Okay. It hath been posted! I think we safely avoided the furryism. We safely avoided anthropomorphizing our Pokemon. We avoided furries. I mean, you know, you can still sexualize them at the end of the day. People will. People would. People, you know, people sexualize every Pokemon. Even fucking Kakuna. They'd be like, I can put that up my butt. I'm gonna put that up my butt. Doesn't even look like something you'd want up your butt, but people would be like, I'm gonna put that on my butt. You know, you just can't stop people from being weird, okay? Yeah, this is the internet we're talking about. But at the end of the day, none of these are supposed to be furries, and you can tell, you know, they're not, you know, they're just not. They're not! They're animals. They're animals. As they should be. They stayed animals. They stayed animals. Animals. The lore for Collarburn is it's one of the dogs that got burned in the Tower of Johto. Why would I give them lore? Well, I know Peeflorm's lore would be that it lives like in the depths of the forest and it lures in its prey by showing its beautiful plumage. And things are like, oh, pretty! And then they get attracted to it and then it fucking stomps it to death with its giant clawy feet. And then it eats it. That's its lore. Kind of like how some birds are in real life, except they don't normally use their plumage to attract things, but no, we can pretend. And then Collyburn's lore, I think, would be... A common household pet used in the grilling industry. Often used in the grilling industry to fry up delicious burgers. They hire this Pokemon often at restaurants. But also it's often like a pet. Like if you are a restaurant owner and you like Pokemon, you probably have this Pokemon. You know? Just a really good at making... At frying up some delicious food. Cooking it up. Frying it up. And then Gequarius. Lore for Gequarius. Well, it lives... Gequarius lives in, like... water. Duh, it lives in the water, but it also can survive outside the water for periods of time like a salamander, as long as it's wet, and it climbs the trees of the jungle, it climbs jungle trees, and it watches you from really high up. It looks for prey, and it stalks it, and then when it sees the prey it wants, it jumps on it and suctions it to itself, and then it like strangles it with its weird tail. I don't know. I don't know. Slimy boy. He's a slimy boy. He lives in the water, but he can come outside of the water to hunt. And he can also climb trees with his suctiony feet. You know? Tree climbing. Springs from the tree using its tail. I feel like I just imagine it would be very slimy. You know? Like it needs to stay wet. If it isn't wet, if it dries out, it dies. It's like a salamander. Like Charmander but with the water. Kind of, except that is just how salamanders are, you know. If they try it, they do just die. keep forgetting to do this, so I'm gonna do it right now. I gotta schedule tomorrow's stream. What time should I do tomorrow's stream? I don't know. You'll do it at 3 tomorrow. Would you guys rather me do it at 5 p.m. Pacific time or 3 p.m. Pacific time? I don't know what time that is in your time zone, okay? This is just my time zone. Would you rather... Do you guys prefer streams at 5 p.m. or 3 p.m.? Five, 3. I know that 3 is often preferred because 5 for people, a lot of people are in time zones later than me, so they often, it's like nighttime by the time they go 5. You know, it's like 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. for them. We're gonna play Earthbound tomorrow, though. I don't know if I said that. We're playing Earthbound tomorrow. We're earthbounding tomorrow. We're bounding the earth. Binding the earth. Oh my god. That game has kind of become a grind fest. But I'm willing to sit there for hours and grind it out. It's just like the status effects and then having to walk back and fix them and then go back and then you fight the same things and then they give you the same status effects and then you go back and it's like, ugh. Mother. Yeah. That's the only thing. I'm just like, I mean, I feel like I'm just at that point of the game, you know? Where it's just getting a little bit grindy. It's getting a little grindy. What should I title tomorrow's Earthbound stream? I just thought of a terrible name. What if I titled it... Grinding on your mother. Grinding on your mother. Would that be too inappropriate, you think? Grinding on mother. Grinding on your mother. Grinding your mother. Grinding your mother. Grinding your mother. Scheduling tomorrow. Do you think Wind and Waves is gonna have a climate change topic? I don't know. How political do you think Pokemon is gonna get these days? I mean, there's been like Pokemon themes where it's like about like saving Mother Nature and stuff, you know? So... I don't know if it's that far off. It's just, you know, the words climate change. I think some people are, you know... What was the story in the last game? All I remember is on a motor lizard. The story in the last game is you went to school. That's what I remember. That's what I remember about Scarlet and Violet. You went to school. There was a school, and you went to the school. And there was a school. It's the one with the school in it. It's the only notable thing I remember. Actually go to school. Yeah, going to school, but it's school. It's a Pokemon school, so it's just you just learn about more Pokemon. You don't learn math. You don't learn physics or I don't know what other history. You don't learn history. No, all you learn about is Pokemon. Okay, grinding on your mother. It's tomorrow's stream. I scheduled it for 3 p.m. We'll see if I actually do it at 3 p.m. I'm gonna try and hold myself to do it at 3 p.m. But the reason I often don't do it at 3 p.m. and instead I do it at 5 p.m. is not because I don't like streaming at 3 p.m. It's because I often forget. I often sleep like way too late, and then I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to stream. I literally just woke up. You're telling me I have to stuff breakfast in my mouth and then stream? That's too much work. And then I end up putting it back like 2 hours. But I've been kind of fixing my sleep schedule lately. You know, VTubers often have terrible sleep schedules, and you know, I honestly blame the fact that I have such a terrible sleep schedule on literally every other VTuber that I've ever talked to at late at night. Because sometimes you get wrapped up talking to another VTuber and they have a terrible sleep schedule, and then you're up at 3 a.m. talking about something you don't even know what, and then your sleep schedule's ruined for the rest of your life. You're fucked. That's just my experience, though. But I've been fixing it recently. I think I've been going to bed at 12 a.m. That's good for me. That's good. That's an improvement. That's an improvement. Yes, it's specifically Penny, Kijo, and Toka that always do it to me. You're so right. Perry is sometimes like that too. Perry sometimes also stays up really late, and then I'm like, it's 3 a.m. Ah! It's 3 a.m. I have to go to bed. Too little sleep, nerve damage is gonna catch up. Bro, I get too much sleep if anything. I wouldn't say I get too little sleep. I get a lot of sleep. I mean, if I go to bed at 3 a.m., I'm not waking up until 3 p.m., you know? What's that, 12 hours? Yep, that's my average sleep schedule. It's probably not healthy either, but, you know, And then I'll stream tomorrow, 3 p.m. Since we're going to be doing a lot of grinding, I also feel like it's better to start earlier so that we can go later. I can stream later if we do a lot of grinding. Because I feel like it's gonna be needed. We're gonna have to grind a lot, so it's probably gonna be a... yeah. You know, we gotta stock up on points, on levels, on the XP. Make everybody strong. Just like in Pokemon, you gotta make him strong, you gotta grind. You gotta grind for the Pokemon. Make sure Paula survives. Paula is such a problem! She just keeps dying! Okay. Enough talking, enough yapping. Enough yapping, guys. Stop yapping. No more yapping. I deem yapping, past this point, illegal. If you yap, you shall be arrested. Stop it. Yeah, stop talking. Shush. 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 I'm trying to stream, can't you see? Okay, let's see who we can raid into. Before I get distracted again. Who is live right now for me to raid into? Do emotes count? Hey, you just talked. You guys are all getting arrested! I'm putting you in Yap jail. And then all the people you're gonna be able to talk to is just each other. And honestly, that would kind of just make it, you guys talk more. So maybe I'll separate you. Maybe you're going in the padded room. Padded white room with nobody to talk to. Nothing except you and your thoughts. You can talk to yourself. Don't arrest me, I'm not a citizen. What? What's that thing that people say when they get arrested by police sometimes? It's like the way that they try to get out of being arrested. They go, I'm a sovereign citizen or something like that. They go, I'm my own independent state. You can't arrest me. Yeah, but I'm not driving, I'm traveling. Is it sovereign citizen? Is that the word they use? It's something like that. It is sovereign citizen. Okay, it is sovereign citizen. I am a sovereign citizen! You can't arrest me. I am not arrestable. Stop it. Okay, I guess... Rena is live right now, so I'm gonna raid into Rena. Rena. Okay, we're waiting into Rena. If you guys want to say snail raid, then say snail raid. If you don't want to say snail raid, then don't say it, I guess. Freak. Also, if you want to go and look at the art or get the picture of the Pokemon, it's on Twitter. There, you can have it forever now. You can download it. You can keep it forever. And then when the real Pokemon come out, we can all cry together. Okay, we're raiding into Rena. Rena! Thank you guys for joining me for this. This was a lot of fun. I'm actually surprised at how well things came out. I thought everything was gonna come out really goofy and silly and stupid looking, but you know, these actually kind of look kind of epic, okay? And they kind of look epic. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Earthbound.